Hello YouTube. Today we're going to be making a crochet dowel and it's called the Too Cute Dowel. You're going to need two different colors. You can use one color if you want to make the dowel all one color. You're going to need a pair of scissors, a crochet needle or yarn needle, and a crochet hook. I'm using a size I, and this is only because I want to make my dowel a bit bigger than what the instructions call for. Now the original pattern is done with a size G hook. So you can do it with that hook or you can do it with the I to make it a bit bigger. Now we are going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to put my yarn needle and scissors to the side. And I am going to start off with my lovely blue-green here. And I'm going to start, give me 1 minute. Okay, I'm going to start by making my slip knot here. And we're going to start by chaining 2. So 1 and 2. And we're going to do 6 single crochet into this second chain here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, this is 5, and this is 6. Now, we're not going to be slip stitching. I don't want to have a seam. So I'm going to take my scissors here and I'm just going to cut off a piece of yarn and use it as a marker. So you can do this with anything. You can just cut off a piece of yarn and pull it through the last stitch that you made. So there, I know where I left off. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work 2 single crochet into each stitch for a total of 12. So 1 and 2. Make sure you close the hole in the middle. 3 and 4. And 5 and 6. Now I also forgot to let you guys know you're going to need stuffing for this, and it is a dowel. So this is 7 and 8. 9 and 10, and of course this is 11 and 12. And then I'm going to make it, should zoom in just a little bit so you can see this. Okay, so you're going to stick your hook through the last stitch you made, grab that piece of yarn that you're using to keep track, and just going to pull it through. Now we're going to do 1 single crochet in the next stitch and then 2 single crochets in the stitch after that. So this is 1, and then we put 2 in the next one, and this is 1, and then 2 in the next one, then 1 and 2 in the next one, and this is 1 and 2 in the next one, and 1 and 2, next one, and then 1 and 2 in the next one. And again, we're going to just put our hook through that last stitch and pull through our little marker. The next one, we're going to do 2 single crochet in the next 2 stitches and then 2 single crochet in the next stitch. So 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet, and then this is 2, 1 and 2, and again it's 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet, then 2, 1 and 2, then it's 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet, and the next one is 2, and you should have a total of 24 stitches at the end of this round. So that's 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet and 2, 1 and 2, and 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then 2. So 1 and 2, and I'm coming up on my last stitches. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then 2. So 1 and 2, and again put your hook through that last stitch and pull through your marker. Okay, and the next one we're going to do single crochet into the next 3 stitches and then work 2 single crochets, and at the end of that round you should have 30 stitches. So 1, 2 and 3, and then it's 2 single crochet, then 1, 2 and 3, and then 2 single crochet, 1 and 2, then it's 1, 2 and 3, then 1 and 2, then 1, 2 and 3, and then it's 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, then 2 single crochet in the same stitch, and then 1, 2 and 3. Last stitch is 2 single crochet in the stitch, and I'm going to pull my marker through so I can remember. Alright, this is round 6. You're going to single crochet in the next 4 and then 2 single crochet in the next, and you should have 36 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3 and 4, then 1 and 2, then 1, 2, 3 and 4, then this is 1 and 2, then 1, nope, that was the right one. Okay, 1, 2 3 and 4, then 2, 1 and 2, then it's 1, 2, 3 and 4, then 1 and 2, and now I'm coming up on my last stitches here. 1, 2, this is 3 and 4, and in the very last stitch I do 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Go. Then I'm going to pull my marker through, and there we go, and that's what you should have so far. Now for round 7 and 8, you're just going to simply single crochet all the way around. That's 2 rounds. You're going to single crochet all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera, and then I'll meet you back at the end of round 8. Okay, so I went ahead and I finished my 2 rounds of just single crochet. Now what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet 2 together, and then we're going to single crochet in the next 4. So we're going to go into one, pull the yarn through, go into the next stitch, pull the yarn through, yarn over, and pull through all 4. Let me just, okay, so then it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'll show you that again. Go through, pull the yarn through, go through the next stitch, pull the yarn through, yarn over, pull through all 4. Then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we single crochet 2 together again. Let me just fix this real quick. Okay. All right. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then single crochet 2 together. Then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then single crochet 2 together. And 1, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then single crochet 2 together. And now I'm coming up on my last stitches here. So 1, 2, 3, and the very last stitch 4. And then again I'm going to pull through my little stitch marker. Alright, our next round, round 10, at the end of round 9 you should have 30 stitches. Now round 10 we're going to single crochet 2 together and then single crochet in the next 3. So single crochet 2 together, then it's 1, 2, and 3. And then it's single crochet 2 together, then 1, 2, and 3. And then single crochet 2 together. Okay. Then 1, 2, and 3. Then we single crochet 2 together. Then 1, 2, and 3. And then 1 and 2 single crochet together. Then 1, 2, and 3. Then we'll single crochet 2 together. And now I'm coming up on my last stitches. It's 1, 2, very last stitch is 3. I'm going to pull my stitch marker through. Go. Now for round 11, or at the end of round 10, you should have 24 stitches. And it should look like this. Now for round 11, we're going to single crochet 2 together and then single crochet in 2. So 1 and 2 together. Then it's 1 and 2. Then we single crochet 2 together again. Then 1 and 2. Then we single crochet, single crochet 2 together. Okay, there we go. Hold on. All right, and then 1 and 2. Then single crochet 2 together. Then 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet. Then 1 and 2. Then 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet. Then you single crochet 2 together. And now I'm coming up on my last 2 stitches. 1 and 2. And then I'm going to pull my stitch marker through. Now at the end of round 11, you should have 18 stitches, and you should see it should be getting smaller. Now for round 12, you're going to single crochet 2 together, then single crochet in the next one. So single crochet 2 together, then 1 single crochet, then single crochet 2 together, then 1 single crochet 2 together, then 1 single crochet, then single crochet 2 together, then 1 single crochet, single crochet 2 together, then 1 single crochet, and then we single crochet 2 together, and I come up on my last stitch, which is just 1 single crochet. Now you do not need to pull the marker through this one. Actually, you can take it out because you're finished. Now what you're going to do next, and let me just get my stuffing here, is you're going to take some stuffing, which is what I have. Fix the camera here. Okay, so here's my stuffing, and I'm just going to, well, let's do this first. Okay, so take your scissors and you want to cut off a pretty long enough tail so that you can sew it on later. So we're going to take and we're going to put our yarn through here to secure it. And we're just going to pull it tight. That way it won't come loose. Now we're going to take our stuffing and we're just going to stuff it in there. More here. Alright, there. Not too much, but just enough to push out the sides. And I'm just going to take it and wrap it up, and I'm just going to put it to the side. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start on the body. So and for the body, first thing we're going to do is we're going to do rows 1 through 4, just like we did for the head. Now I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I will meet you back at row 5. All right? All right, so I went ahead and I did the rounds 1 through 4, just like for the head. Now we're on round 5. And round 5, we're just going to simply be single crocheting all the way around, but we're going to be doing it through the back loops only. So just single crochet through the back loops only. Just like this. And this will be the bottom of the dowel. Okay. And now I'm coming up on my last stitches here. And we don't want to forget our stitch marker. So just grab it, pull it through. Alright, so for round 6, we're going to single crochet 2 together and then single crochet in the next 4. So 1 and 2. Then we single crochet in the next 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we single crochet 2 together. Then 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then single crochet 2 together. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then single crochet 2 together. And then we come up on our last stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're just going to pull our stitch marker through. Okay, and at the end of round 6 you should have 20 stitches. Now we're just going to simply single crochet all the way around for this round. Alright, and I'm coming up on my last stitches here. And again, I'm going to pull my stitch marker through. Okay, and now for round 8, we're going to single crochet 2 together and then single crochet in the next 3. So single crochet 2 together, then it's 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to single crochet 2 together. Then it's 1, 2, and 3. Then single crochet 2 together. Then 1, 2, and 3. Single crochet 2 together. Then I'm coming up on my last stitches, which is 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Then I want to pull my stitch marker through. And at the end of round 8, you should have 16 stitches. Now you're going to just simply single crochet all the way around. Okay, and I'm coming up on these last stitches here. And we want to pull our stitch marker through, just like that. And now for round 10, which will be our last, this will be our last decrease round. So in this one, we're going to do a single crochet together, and then we're going to single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So 1 and 2, and then single crochet 2 together, and then 1 and 2, then we single crochet 2 together, then 1 and 2, and then we single crochet 2 together, and now we're on our last stitches here. 1 and 2. All right, and now we're not going to pull our marker through. Actually, I'm going to take it out because we're done. And now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our scissors, and now you can cut off a long tail or you can tie this one off. Remember that you have a long tail on the head for sewing. So for me, I'm just going to cut this short, and I'm going to go ahead and secure it. There we go. Now I'm going to take some of my stuffing here. I'm going to stuff. Go ahead and stuff it. There we go. And that was enough. And now I'm just going to go ahead. There's your body. See that? Right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and set that to the side. Now we're going to start on the feet. Now you don't have to make this in different colors, but I wanted to. So I'm going to make part of my feet are going to be white. So I'm going to go ahead and make my slip knot here. And then we're going to just work like we did for the head, rounds 1 and 2, which is simply chaining 2, and it is 6 single crochet in the second chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then again, you're going to need your stitch marker. We don't want any seams. And then for the second round, it was simply just 2 single crochet into each stitch. So 1 and 2. Then this is 3 and 4. Then 5. And you want to make sure you pull it close. And this is 6. And this is 7. And 8. We have 9 and 10. And the last stitch is 11 and 12. And of course we'll pull our marker through. Here we go. Just like that. Alright. Now we're just going to single crochet around each stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Pull my stitch marker through. Okay, and the very last round we're going to do is just simply single crochet 2 together all the way around. So that's 1 we're single crocheting together, and this is 2 we're single crocheting together, 3 is here, this is 4 we're single crocheting together, 5 we're single crocheting together, and 6. There we go. And there is our little foot. This is the end. This is it. Just pull out our stitch marker. And of course you want to cut off a good amount of a tail for sewing. So we're going to just go ahead and pull that through and secure it. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stuff it. All you need is a little bit of stuffing, not too much. And there, that's plenty. Alright, and then just wrap it up, set it to the side. Now, you have to make 2 of these, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make the other one off camera, and then I'll meet you back and we'll be ready to make the arms. Alright, so I went ahead and I finished my other leg. Now we're going to start on the arms. So I made the slip stitch. Now we're going to chain 2, so 1 and 2. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put 5 single crochet into the second chain. So 1, this is 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then of course we're going to use our stitch marker. And I'm starting off with white. Again, you don't have to change the colors if you don't want to. And for round 2, we're just going to work 2 single crochet into every stitch. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and we're going to pull tight, 5 and 6, this is 7, and this is 8, and then our very last stitch is 9 and 10. Okay, and again I'm going to pull through my stitch marker. Now for round 3, we're just going to single crochet all the way around. Alright, now I'm coming up on my last stitch here. Okay, and again I'm going to pull through my stitch marker. Okay, and now for round 4, we're just going to single crochet all the way around. I mean, not single crochet together, 2 together. So actually I want to turn it the other way. Okay, and this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4, and here's our last stitch, which is 5. Now we're going to stop right there, and we're going to fill it with some stuffing because it's going to get tiny and it's going to be very difficult to put stuffing in it. So there we go. And here is the part where you would switch your colors if you're switching your colors. If not, then you would just continue on. So I'm going to clip that. And then we're going to do for rows 5, 6, and 7. We're just going to single crochet all the way around. Oh, wait. It needs to pull through my, pull through my yarn there. Okay, there we go. And then single crochet. So I'm just going, if you're changing colors, just going to go in, lay your color over, and then you're going to pull it through, wrap around, pull through all of them. And then you kind of want to tug on each one, make it tight. And then you're going to just continue on single crocheting all the way around for 3 rounds. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this off camera. I'm going to also make my other arm since she needs to make 2. And then I'll meet you back and we'll be ready to do the last part, which is making the ears. Okay, so I finished my second arm and I just wanted to let you guys know that you need to stuff the rest of it, and it can be a little difficult. So I use the bottom of my crochet hook. So I do it just like this, and I stuff it in there because it's very tiny and it gets very difficult. Okay, there we go. And there is our arm, which I'm just going to wrap up like this and sit to the side. Now we're going to start on, we're going to start on our ears, and I'm going to make the ears completely white. So start with my white here. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a slip knot. We're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. We're going to put 5 single crochets into the second chain. So 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you place your stitch marker here. I'm just going to count. So what we're going to do next is we're going to put 2 single crochet into each stitch around. So it should have 10. So 1 and 2, 3, pull shut, 4, this is 5 and 6, this is 7, 7 and 8, then we're going to do 9 and 10. There we go. All right. Now for rounds 3 through 6. I'm sorry, for rounds 3 through 7, you're just going to single crochet all the way around. And then that will be it for our ears. So I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera. I'm also going to make my second ear. You need to make 2. And please don't forget to stuff them with your stuffing. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up off camera, and I'll meet you back at the end where I'll show you how to assemble all of your pieces. Alright, so I went ahead and I finished my 2 ears. Now I'm just want to show you what it looked like and for you not to forget to stuff it. So just a little more. Okay. And there you go. There is our ear, and you want to of course trim off any loose ends. Now we're going to bring all our pieces. I'm going to bring the camera down some so you guys can see all of my pieces. And now we're going to take our yarn needle and we're going to start putting them together. So I'm going to grab the head and the body first. And I'm going to take and move all the rest of my pieces to the side. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hide this tail from the body because I have a long tail from the head, so I don't need both of them. Okay, there we go. And I'm just going to take, I don't know if you guys, let's see, whoops, there we go. I'm just going to take it and just push it through And like that. And then I'm just going to take and clip off the remaining. See? Now, all you want to do is you want to stick your yarn through your needle here, and all you want to do is just line them up. So, stitch with stitch. That's what we're going to do here. Okay, so there we go. We've started. And then you just want to put the stitches together. Go. Make sure you get both loops. I'm just going to keep going around and keep sewing them together like so. Go. Okay. Just see. I can see it's getting, the hole is getting smaller. And there we go. Just gonna keep going. Okay, here we go. There we go. And here's our very last stitch here. Now, to tie this off, you're going to just go through like this, stick the yarn through, and before you pull it all the way up, you're going to stick it through the loop that you just made, and then through this other loop you just made. And then you're going to tighten it, and you just want to take your yarn and stick it through the entire head, pull it out on the other side like that, and you just take your scissors and cut off the excess. There we go. And now you have your head and body together, which should look something like this. Now the next thing we're going to do is the feet. So go ahead and remember that ridge that you made when you went through the back loops. That is going to be where your feet are going to go. So you just want to position them, and you want to take and go through that loop with the feet. Okay, and you're gonna do stitch for stitch. There we go. Just want to do stitch for stitch here, and then at some point you're going to have to go off, and you want to put the stitch right on the next row up under the stitches where you did the back loops, and then the next stitch will go on the next row after that. I don't know if you can see this. So here is your back loops, then here's a row, and here's a row. So I'm going to take it, and now I'm going into the next row right here. And then our very last stitch, will go in the very last row. And this is where we will tie it off too. So before you pull it all the way down, you want to go through the loop you just made, then through the next loop you just made, like this, and then you want to push it all down and make a knot. Then you take it, you can go straight through the middle and out wherever, it comes out wherever, just like that. Then you just take and you cut off the excess. There you go. Now we're going to do the same thing with our other leg here, the other foot. If I can get the needle in there. Okay, there we go. And we're going to do the same thing for this one. We're going to start it over on the side and go straight through where we went through the back loops. Go. And if I'm going too fast, you can always pause. You can always pause it and finish up. Okay. Go. Try to make sure to keep all of your stuffing inside, because sometimes when you do this, the stuffing begins to fall out. Okay. Uh-oh. Got it caught. There we go. And then the very last one, which will go right here. And this is where I will tie it off. So I'll go through this loop. Then before I pull it all the way shut, I'll go through that loop. Now, make sure to push it all the way down first before I pull on it. Then I put the needle through the side. Uh-oh. Wait. There we go. Okay. Alright. And there's our two little legs. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do the arms here. And the arms want to go right about where you put the body and the head together. That's where you want to attach it. Uh-oh. There we go. And then you just want to start sewing it on, just like this. Okay. And I'm just going through the stitches and then picking a stitch that is on the dowel. There we go. I'm just continuing. There we go. I want to make sure it doesn't get tangled up either. Okay. We got 2 stitches left here. 1. And then here is our very last stitch for this arm. Oh no. See, this is what happens. It gets tangled. Okay, there. There we go. And then you just want to secure it by doing the same thing you did with the other ones. Put it through. make a loop, then put your needle through the loop, and before you pull that last loop, put it through again. Then you want to push it down, and then you can put the needle straight through like that, and then cut off the excess. Now we're going to do the other arm. Uh-oh. Okay. Up, up. There we go. And again, you want to put the arm about right where you sewed the body and the head. So I'm going to go through. So right here. I'm going to attach it. Then I'm just going to do like I did before. Stitch for stitch. There we go. Just want to pick some stitches that's on the body and put the arm on there. There we go. Very last stitch. It's right there. Now I'm just going to secure it, and then through the loop like this, then through the last loop like that. And I want to make sure, I pull it all the way down, and then we take it and we want to go through to the other side. Then just cut off the excess. Right. And now the very last thing that we will have to sew on will be our ears at the top of the head. Alright, so right at the top where you see there is a tiny little hole, right next to that I'm going to attach, going through both sides, and then out into another stitch on the other side. Okay, hold on. There. So right about there is where I want my ear to go. So again, you want to go through the head, stitch through the head, then stitch through the bottom of the ear and stitch through the bottom of the head again and pull through. And you want to make sure it does not get caught on anything. So then we do it again, stitch through the head, stitch through the both sides of the ear, and come out and stitch through the head again. There we go. And then we're going to do it all over again, and we're going to continue to keep doing this until it is completely stitched on. Almost done, actually. Okay, it's my very last stitch right there. Now I'm just going to come on the side and I'm just going to secure it like I did before, where I pulled, then I went through the loop, then before I pulled the loop all the way up there we go, and then I'm going to just, there we go, and I'm just going to take the white yarn and go straight through to the other side of the ear, and then cut off the excess. And now we have our very last ear to put on here. Okay. And again, we're going to start right here at the top where, right where that hole is. Looks like there's a hole. Go through one side of the ear to the other side of the ear. And then through the top of the head again. So there we go. Just like that. I'm going to pick a spot here to go through. And then I'm going to go through the ear part. And then back down and through the head. There we go. And then we're going to do it again. And then I'm going to do it one more time here. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. And now I'm just going to secure it like I did with the other one. Pull through, then go through the hole, then through the other hole. All right. Then we want to pull down and tug it. And then the yarn goes in one side of the ear and out the other. Oh my. Okay, here we go. So it doesn't get caught. And then we'll just cut off our excess. There. And then you have your too cute down. Now, the very, very last thing that you need here is your too cute down, is a face. So for this part, I have, what did I do? Oh, here. Okay. So for this part, I have felt and a glue gun. Now, of course, you can always just crochet an eye on if you wanted to, instead of doing the glue gun and the felt. Or you can sew the felt on if you want to do that. Now, what I'm going to do is just cut. I'm just going to cut out some eyes. There's one. Then I'm just going to go ahead and cut out another eye. Okay. Here are my eyes. Well, this one's a little lopsided. Just, okay. So, oh no. There it is. Ha. So my glue gun was a little jammed. There it is. Looks like I had some glue that was stuck. Oh, there it is. Just like that. And like that. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a mouth. So here it is so far. The mouth. Cut off this corner here. I cut off the corner right there, and then I'm just going to there, and then I'm just like that. Perfect. Now I'm just gonna, oh, looks like we got glue coming out already. There. And then I just put it where I want it. And there you go. And here, as the beautiful, I will zoom out some so you guys can see this. Here is the beautiful Too Cute dowel. I hope that you have enjoyed this little tutorial on the Too Cute dowel. And as always, I am Pink Olay saying happy crochet.